Now talk about the location that you decided to use Wat Phalat to be the temple to study, to learn, to be a monk this time.
Yeah.
In your perspective, most of the temples that you have been visiting before that could look different from this one. So can you tell some of your feeling and your expression to this place, this temple that you get in and leave for a while now?
Yeah. Okay, so I mean, very simply put, like Wat Phalat it's a special place. It's a forest monastery in kind of the outskirts of Chiang Mai, and the nature here is just immaculate. Now, I think the most like standout thing is probably the waterfall.
Yes.
And the sound of the waterfall that it just like surrounds the whole temple, and it's so peaceful. And I think it's so interesting that um nature has these sort of gives and takes, right? Like there's the sereneness that they can see behind us of this forest, lush green trees, beautiful streams and waterfalls. And at the same time, like there's bugs, spiders, right? All sorts of things. It's like an interesting mix, right? Of the beauty and like the kind of completeness of nature.
Yes.
So, um, yeah, I thought that Wapala would be a particularly good place to ordain because it's sort of away from the rest of like society almost, right? Altogether. It's like sort of in its own place. And I think like one of the most like serene things was that you can see the whole city of Chiang Mai from the balcony in the hall. You can see the whole city, but you can't hear any of it, right? And it's like it's such an interesting mix of being like uh, a part of like the larger Chiang Mai ecosystem and having our own little microcosm here.
So now let's get back to your experience that you feel challenges for you after become a monk. You found this is challenging, like all the hard part
Yeah,
to be a novice monk.
yeah.
Uh, at Wat Phalat as well. So what is that?
Okay. I think like okay, so I like very vividly remember like on the first day, like when I wasn't really prepared for the sense of like loneliness that's sort of there,
Yeah.
right? On your first day, like you've just been ordained, your whole family's around you,
Yeah.
and then like very quickly in like 1 hour, no one there, right? And everyone's in the evening we usually have a bit of downtime, so everyone's like in their rooms in the evening. So yeah, so that was like the first big challenge. It was sort of that how to be you know within myself, how to live by myself, take care of myself, like
Yes.
stay in my routines. So those are all I would say like the notable challenges in becoming a novice monk.
This is one of the uh you don't really experience it when you live in a layman life.
Yeah.
Because you have to always be with your family.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I think like even when I was like as a layman, like even when I'm away from my family, like I'm usually away with other people as well, right? So whether, if it's like me and my friends, we're going on a trip,
Yeah.
we're all together. And yeah, it's sort of just like this sense of like, you know, where am I? What's going on? Like, you can hear like I it's so weird. Like when you first come to Wapa or the forest in general, everything like sounds so loud. Like every bug.
This is sound
This sound, right?
very loud at the first
At the
time.
first time. It's so loud and you're like, "Oh my god, like I'm in the middle of nowhere. I don't know anyone if in like a, 100-mile radius, right?" Because like I hate snakes. I'm so scared of snakes. So I was like, "Oh my god, like, what's gonna happen?" But anyway, I feel like it's even just like the sound every day like it gets a bit quieter, and at some point, like, it becomes peaceful. Yes, like the sounds like you used to think were frightening. It's like almost calming and peaceful, right? And yeah,
Right. Okay, so that's pretty common though to happen to a newcomer,
yes,
for a novice monk or monk who also older, but when decided to left a household life, we have to being in a disciplined life, rely on the monks community.
yeah,
We cannot do things as what we want. It's a feel a bit nervous and don't know exactly what's going to happening.
yeah.
Right. So I understand that it's one of the challenge for you as a new novice. Okay, now what's your like favorite part that you have learned, and a moment, good moment that, oh, this is will be my good memory forever.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so okay, I'll mention like one main event over the almost 2 weeks, and one like sort of just like something that happens on a daily basis. So I think one thing that no one tells you is that how funny monks are. Like like you're not expecting it, but everyone is like so funny. So like on a day-to-day basis, like just getting to know the brother monks better, and just talking to them, having like ridiculous conversation. It's so fun. You get like just meeting new people and getting to know them better. So that's sort of like the day-to-day thing that I love about this place. And sort of the more like events per se that took place was probably when we went to go collect alms.
Yeah.
And it's about 2 kilometers, right?
Yes, kilometer for walking down from the Wat Phalat to the entrance in the
Yes,
to
to the city.
to the city.
Yes. So about 1.5 kilometers of that is in the forest,
Yes.
and then the other 1 kilometer is like sort of in paved roads, like kind of a back alley. So I thought it was so like peaceful at the start, walking through the forest and hiking.
Yeah.
And then I didn't realize that the day before it had rained. So it was a bit slippery, and we're like wearing sandals. So I'm like, we were like stumbling around, like almost
So
slipping.
you has a problem with the sandal.
Yes, yes. So, um, yeah, it's like it's kind of a like an out of body experience. Just going through the forest, hearing the wild boar, right? But you're there with you know, your friends, right?
Yeah.
So it's like it's fun in a way. And then once you enter the city,
Yes.
you take off your sandals and you go barefoot, and it's a very humbling experience, right? That you're literally walking barefoot through the city you've never been to, right? And literally just hoping that people are gonna give you food, right? But what shocked me is the generosity of people, and people are so incredibly generous in helping the monks just exist and eat. And I thought what was most interesting is, so some people when they come to give merit or donate food, they also receive a blessing with the water,
Yeah.
right? And there were some people in the city who they donated without the water, right? It's like just out of the goodness of their heart, right? That they're not donating to get this blessing. It's like this selfless act. So it really like touches your heart, right? That someone is
Food like not as a big because we have 4 monks together, so
yeah,
they have to share each monk some milk, rice, and then one bag of food, and such an incredible heart, that people wake up early morning and try to buy some of this food and offer
that's right.
to this monk.
This was at like around like 6:30 in the morning, right?
Yes.
So it was pretty early, and yeah, you're absolutely right. Like sometimes it's just small things like
Yeah.
a little like Kit Kat or like things like that, but it shows the heart. And I think that the main lesson I learned from collecting alms was that
Yes.
if you know monks are pretty well respected within Thai society,
Yeah.
right? But sort of that act of taking off your shoes, walking barefoot, you're lowering yourself to this more humble, more down to earth state. And what I really learned is that if you show humility, people will around you will be generous to you, and they will help you. So yeah, it's sort of this idea of that even if you have some sort of power and prestige, you lower yourself to the common man and associate with them.